What's poppin' T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I am here with my all tea, all shade, Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 3, Episode 7 review. Before I begin, I got some behind the scenes tea for you guys. So Mrs. Ariane Curry Goat put up this Instagram soliloquy about her and Martell's um situation, whatever the fuck is going on with these raggedy ass people. Here's what the hoe had to say. She said, listen, our conversation was staged. She's talking about the episode from season 2 when he called her, well, she called his phone and she was on speaker or whatever when he was in the car driving, and he asked her about doing a paternity test. So this is what she's referring to. She said, our conversation was staged. He knows what's up. Y'all have the wrong impression of me based off a lying TV show that's trying to make people famous and downplay what's really going on in Huntsville, Alabama. Truth is, I sent him home. The only reason y'all heard my voice was because a producer pushed the issue. I said no prematurely based off the fact At On lied about reaching out to me trying to hide what's really going on. At On Network been lying about contacting me. They address it on 2 different episodes, lying like they tried, knowing damn well 2 cast members know how to contact me ASAP, regardless if Instagram or paying off friends at Verizon. I wasn't even going to film, but I took one for the team. She got mad, meaning Mel, and didn't let him talk to his children for over a week after she heard my voice. Stressed. He knows my child is his. This shit's so ghetto, and y'all believe anything on TV is fake, just like Love and Hip Hop. But now it's for our elders. Y'all do see our elders be on some bullshit too old in line for a check still. Damn, I gave y'all 3 seasons to get it together, but now it's a wrap. Ari speaking up. Then she put, he tried to film with me 2 weeks ago. At On said no. I wonder why. Liars want to keep that fake storyline going. Girl, she's an embarrassment. She is an embarrassment to women, to society, to nature, to God, hell, to the devil. She's just an embarrassment. Like, stop trying to make fetch a thing, girl. Like, they ain't even together no more. They ain't even married no more. He still has not, he only publicly acknowledged your child one time, and that one even with a post of the actual child. He did it under a post under him and Mel's youngest child. We have yet to see a photo of this child for him to acknowledge it, spend time with it on social media. He don't even want to talk about you or this little motherfucker on the show, child. Like, girl, whether it was staged or not, you still look like a fool. Like, stop, girl. Go to bed. Take a nap. Jesus. Anywho, so on tonight's episode, we pick up exactly where we left off with the last episode, with the guys all sitting outside of Black talking, and they're asking Bitch Tail if he loves Ariane Curry Goat. And he was like, I love everybody. You know, he don't even want to acknowledge his feelings for her. Like, he don't got nothing holding him back for acknowledging his feelings for you, and he still ain't doing it, bitch. Cause you're nothing. So Martell in his confession was like, in order for me and Mel to get back together, it would take the Lord to come down and touch me personally. And I mean, it would, because you were the problem. I mean, you got to get you together before you could be with Mel or anybody else. So Mel brings up Wanda liking Ariane Curry Goat's post on Instagram, but then sitting in her face saying that her and Martell should get back to each other. Like, make it make sense. Like, please. Like I said on the last review, Wanda at this point is a joke. We all knew she was a joke from the beginning, but now she's just a bigger joke. Like, now you just doing shit for screen time. You don't even make no fucking sense. Like, get her ass off this fucking show. We don't like her. Her hair is atrocious. Her fashions are atrocious. Her makeup is atrocious. Her attitude is atrocious. Everything about her is just horrible. Like, get her off the screen. Ain't nobody else, mama, on her acting a fool for a paycheck except for her. It's disgraceful. So Mel then said to Kimmi, if Maurice was out here cheating with someone I knew, I wouldn't be following shit. And I was like, you better tell it. You better say it again for the folks in the back that didn't hear. So Wanda was like, I'm not y'all friends, so I can follow her. You and Tisha should be friends. She don't follow her. Well, bitch, if y'all ain't friends, then why the fuck are you in their goddamn business? Remember, you're supposed to be the adult in this situation, the elder in the situation. So why are you then getting on their level and getting in their fucking business if you're so-called not they friends, this, that, and the third, but you sure got your ass on her in the mix like you they goddamn friend. Like, girl, go sit down and go play bingo somewhere. Girl, ugh. So Destiny was like, this woman broke up a family. Wanda was like, Martell broke up a family. Exactly. So why do you want her to take him back? Like, shut up. So this was like, it's like you're supporting the situation. Wanda was like, because I said she nice looking. Y'all got a problem with that? Well, you have low self-esteem. So Destiny got low self-esteem because she telling you that you fucking wrong, bitch. Like, make it make sense once again, because it doesn't. It does not. Like, she's just rambling and just saying whatever the fuck comes off the top of her head. Like, please. I just want to thump her in her forehead. So Des was like, I don't. Look at me. I don't. Far from having low self esteem. You got me fucked up. Okay, pump it up. So Wanda was like, yes, ma'am, you do. Yes, ma'am, you do. You supposed to be the elder, but you arguing with girls that's half your age. Like, you look like a fucking idiot. So Destiny in her confession was like, I know me and Mel are in a weird space, but I'm not gonna let Wanda sit here and run her mouth. She needs to be put in her place, and I don't have a problem doing it. I mean, I don't understand why ain't nobody else did it yet. Because I don't give a fuck about you being my elder or not. You're not about to sit up here and disrespect me and think I'm not gonna say nothing to you after a while just because you older than me. Bitch, you ain't my mama. You ain't no kin to me. Fuck you. Like, you're not about to sit up here and talk crazy to folks just because you're older than me and think you about to get away with it. Girl, fuck you. Fuck you and them hard ass curls in your head. So, uh, Cataract out there. I don't know why Carlos keep on inviting this nigga back every season. I don't like him. I don't know his name. He got D'Angelo braids now. It's still not working. Like, ugh. He out there talking and he was like, there are different types of love. I express my love differently to my wife than my children. So they still on a conversation trying to get Martell to admit whether or not he loves Ariana Curry Go. So Martell stutters, but then he was like, I'm good. So basically, he was like, nah. And Maurice was like, he just said no, and he stood firm on it. So, girl, he on national television saying he don't even fuck with you like that. Like, there's nothing holding this man back from being with you, expressing his love, his feelings, and emotions, and you still in the dark. Like, you are still in the shadows, man. Like, you should feel like a goddamn fool. So, Marceau was like, so is it hot boy summer? Like, Marceau, you wear Dockers, sir. Like, stop trying to be hip. Like, no, 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 no. You wear Wranglers, my nigga. Like, stop it. So, they then talk about remarriage because everybody on one side of the couch has been married once or twice. Well, twice at this point. So, Marcel was like, I would never do it. Like, not me. Like, nope, I would never get remarried. So Maurice was like, you don't value marriage like that. And I was like, damn. Anytime your own flesh and blood call you out like that, that's some true tea right there. You know how the old saying goes, like when somebody mama tell you don't fuck with their child, listen to them because they know they motherfucking child ain't shit and you better listen. Tisha, like his own brother saying he don't even fucking value marriage. So that says a lot, like a lot about that nigga. So Marcel was like, I love my wife. If this don't work out, I don't have a plan B. You just stay married. So, okay. So Mel was like, back on the inside, Mel was like, y'all ain't never got to worry about anybody that is ever trying to fuck with your man for me to ever try to, have shit to say to them. Wanda was like, I can see you getting back with Martell. Like, she's steady trying to push the narrative. Like, girl, steady trying to get 5 more minutes of camera time. So Mel was like, with all due respect, I think the problem is older women who encourage younger women to stay in relationships that is toxic and that is killing them on the inside. I don't think that's okay. And I was like, Mel, you better read this old bitch for filth. Like, because yeah, you look crazy on national television. And hell, if it even wasn't on national television trying to tell me to take this cheating ass man back that in disrespected me privately and publicly, had a baby on me, fucking tried to ruin my life, calling me a bad mother, calling me out my name, and this, that, and the third, and you think that I should take him back? Girl, go on back to the boondocks and have several. So Wanda was like, what makes you think that was killing you on the inside? Like, she ain't even mentally on the level to even have a conversation like this. Like, Wanda's IQ is literally still at preschool level. So like, you can't even talk to her about emotions and feelings and all of this type of stuff. Like, she just doesn't have the mental capacity to go there. So Mel was like, cause it was. So Wanda was like, you actually think that? Wanda in her confession was like, Mel knew he was cheating for the last 6 years. They were sister wives. Okay, bitch, if they was, and what the fuck they got to do with you? So Wanda was like, were you friends with the girl? And Mel flips her lid at this point. She was like, not when it was happening. What the fuck? I don't even talk to her now. I don't roll like that. So I don't know what was about that, but I don't know if Mel had just got tired of Wanda at this point. But whatever that was, that triggered her. And she got pissed the fuck off. And she went to leave because she was like, let me get the fuck out of here before I say something to this old lady that I might end up regretting. I would have laid Wanda, fish called Wanda, to rest that night, baby. She would have never had nothing else to say to me after I got done with her. So Wanda was like, don't get upset, sweetie. That's what she wanted. She wanted to get the girls riled up. She wanted to have another moment. That's what she wanted. And they gave her exactly what she wanted. If they all just sit up there and ignore her when she talking and X her out of the conversation and just talks amongst each other, what is she gonna do? Like, don't even acknowledge her. And when she tried to talk, I would keep on talking. Like, do y'all hear something? Because I don't hear a damn thing. I thought I heard something. Maybe it was a gnat, Jesus. I don't know. Maybe it was a hummingbird. Maybe it was a hawk. Like, I would just freeze her the fuck out. You're not about to film with us. Or just say, I'm not filming with her. So the only person that she can film with is her actual family. How about that? So Mel in her confession was like, lady, get a life. Leave us alone. I was like, exactly. So Marceau, Mel goes to leave. And Marcel then had a few drinks in his system. And, he forgot the camera was on. And, the real him, the real him came out. And he was like, Mel, thanks. And she was like, she said something about, the wine was good or something. And he gave her a hug or whatever and hugged her real tight. She hugged him back. Destiny standing there. So she goes to walk off and leave. And he was like, Mel, come back here. Come back. And she was like, I don't need no hug. And so she kept it moving. Baby, like, Marceau got a hard on for Miss Melody motherfucking Hope, baby. I done said it since season 1. He likes that woman. He has a big crush on her, and he exposes himself often to the fact. And now the one thing that I can agree with Wanda on is that Wanda peep game, and she sees that her son-in-law got a thing for Mel. He is so attracted to her. If Mel came to him right now today and said, I want to be with you, he'll leave Tisha in a motherfucking minute. All that, I would never get married again. Lies you motherfucking tell. Melody Holt physically turns him the fuck on. He likes her ass. He likes her. He want that baby. So then back inside, it's just Wanda and Kimmi left at the table. And Wanda, here she goes, starting with Kimmi now. She just trying to extend this moment. So Wanda was like, I don't praise no asses. You sat down and gave Tisha the blues. Like, a lot of the shit that she was saying didn't even make fucking sense. So Kimmi was like, I ain't never gave Tisha the blues. Wanda was like, y'all run up in behind Melody. I know she still love Martell. I know she'll take his ass back. That's the reason why I was talking to her. Peep game that Kimmi said, I don't disagree with you. And she said that several times, I don't disagree with you. So Kimmi thinks that Mel is a weak bitch and would actually take this nigga back. So I need to know what Kimmi know that we don't fucking know. I really honestly don't think that Mel would take that nigga back at this point. I don't really see that. in her. I think when she was in it, she was in it. Now that she's not, it's done. It's a wrap. Now, would he take her back? Absolutely. So I was shocked that Kimmy was like, I don't disagree with that. I was like, oh wow, okay. So Wanda was like, don't tell me what I did 4 years ago when your ass made my daughter cry. I don't know how many times, and so did you. So Kimmy was like, Wanda, do you think I give a fuck about what you think? I'm so happy that Kimmy has taken the gloves off and like, fuck this show. Fuck me respecting my elders. Bitch, you want this smoke, I'm gonna give it to you. So Kimmy in her confession was like, Wanda only cares about her and Tisha's feelings. And I was like, duh. Like, that's obvious. So Kimmy was like, I think Tisha requires a lot of me when she doesn't give the same. And I was like, exactamundo. Like Tisha want everybody to kiss her ass and to rally around her and have her back. But then she want to talk shit and make little snide comments and bullshit behind your back and think that you still supposed to have hers. That ain't how life works. So Wanda was like, I don't think she requires anything of you. Lies you tell. So Kimmy was like, here's the dilemma. I can't say to Tisha that wasn't quite right. And you can't say anything to Tisha. You cannot disagree with Tisha without her feeling like um you don't support her, have her back. Like you just have Tisha is once again like her mother, very childish, very you my friend, you gotta agree with me. And if you don't agree with me, then you ain't my friend type of bitch. Like, girl, her mama gonna grow old together. So Kimmy also says Tisha hasn't ever gotten a Kimmy chewing out because I know she's sensitive. Oh, but it looked like she about to get it next week. She was like, but what I do is sit and listen to you talk about Kimmy, and I listen to Tisha talk about Kimmy. Now, you know, I hate when people talk about themselves in the third person. This shit is weird. In first person, third person, whatever fuck. It's weird, bro. So Wanda was like, what I see on social media and what I see on TV, the only time I talk about you is when I see things. So now the conversation has gone into this direction of Wanda saying that she's seen Kimmy online and on the television show saying shit about her. And so Kimmy was like, tell me what you see. I don't say shit about you or Tisha on social media or on TV. And Wanda was like, really, Kimmy? So you forgot? Kimmy is like, has had it at this point. She was like, tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. Say it, bitch. Say it with the fuck. Say it with your chest, little nigga. Say it with your motherfucking chest, bitch, or go night night. She didn't say all of that, but that's what she should have said. So Wanda was like, a lot. Cause she couldn't name nothing because she full of shit. She's full of shit. She don't want to take responsibility or accountability for the fact that she talks shit about this girl, knowing damn well Kimmy ain't never did shit to her or her daughter outside of hold both of their asses accountable for their piss poor behavior. So Kimmy was like, then say it. Give me an example. If you can't say it, then stop talking about it. So Wanda was like, I don't store stuff in my brain. Bitch, obviously, it ain't nothing but air up there. So Kimmy was like, when you got something to show me, holler at me. Wanda was talking about, I'm about to shake a bone and I'm about to leave. I'm about to shake a bone, bitch. I would have kicked Wanda in her wide ass back. First of all, they better than me because ain't no way in here I'm about to sit up here and argue with a bitch that still got spritz in her hair. You know this bitch got some pump it up in her bathroom, several motherfucking bottles. Wanda the type that still use regular curling irons that you got to plug up. She the type bitch that don't even use flat irons. No, I'm not about to listen to you, ma'am. Not about to. When your hair still smells like chemicals. No. And then you still got the little white shit in your hair because you spray too much spritz on it. No. What I look like arguing with you, girl? Really? No, I'm not about to do that. I'm not about to argue with a bitch that get her clothes from Big Lots. Like, girl, you got like fucked up. Girl, bye. So, then we see Mel in the studio trying to sing. I love Melody, but the singing thing ain't just her ministry. She got a cool voice, but I don't like the lyrics to these songs. She need help better writing, better composing, putting the things together. Maybe find songs that better suit her voice because she doesn't have a horrible voice. Is it the best voice? No. But she needs to be able to work with producers that are really gonna bring the best out of her. And with the new song that she was singing in the booth called Side Chick of the Year Award, um, that's a long title. That's a mouthful. I feel like it's still the same tone, the same melody as the last song. It just wasn't giving what it needed to give to me, but some of you probably will like it. Destiny come by singing a song with a child. So they sit down and Mel brings up Wanda having shit to say about her and her ex marriage. Mel was like, I'm hoping that her mother doesn't put a strain. Who knows what bits and pieces she's gonna get. Hopefully that doesn't start another thing between Tisha and I, because she already know that Wanda gonna remix that shit and go back and serve it on a platter to Tisha, and Tisha, you know, not having a mind of her own, is gonna just take the shit and run with it. But I will say I was pleasantly surprised with how Tisha handled herself later on in this episode. We'll get to that in a minute. So Destiny asks what happened with the whole Tiffany situation. Mel tells her what happened and everything, and Destiny's sitting there nodding with this little smirk on her face because she don't really like Tiffany. So Destiny in her confession was like, I wish Mel would have had a sidebar conversation with me at Taco Tuesday. And I was like, what you mean you wish that she would have had a sidebar conversation with you on Taco Tuesday? You didn't have a sidebar conversation with her when you brought the shit up on camera to Tisha before you even brought it to your so-called bestie. Make it make sense. Like, Destiny don't want to take accountability for her bullshit either. You started this and now you don't like the outcome of it. Stop. So Destiny was like, I felt bad for her. I actually hugged her, but she ain't cry about my situation. Mel was like, well, they were calm. And she was like, I was calm. Mel was like, no, you were aggressive. As far as when she confronted Tiffany, do I feel like Destiny was being aggressive? No. Do I feel like Destiny was being aggressive towards Mel? Absolutely 100%. Destiny was like, that ain't aggressive. Mel was like, you were aggressive towards me at your house, and I was shocked. Destiny was like, no, I wasn't Melody Hope. And I was like, there you go with that bullshit again. So Mel was like, people don't talk to me like that. I was about to leave, girl, but I just sat there and let you get it off your chest. Destiny was like, but did you understand where I was coming from? Mel was like, it was hard to understand when you were being aggressive. Destiny was like, you and Tiffany got this little thing. Y'all, you really protective over her. I hope you defend me as hard as you defend Tiffany. Like, girl, like, why you need somebody to defend you in the first place? Like, we are grown. Like, if you see she moving funny, stop fucking with her. Don't be her friend no more. Like, there's bigger things going on in the world. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, all of this tug of war over bitches. I'm not here to sweat no bitch that I ain't fucking and ain't paying my bills. Like, girl, get the fuck over it. So Mel was like, I know my friends. All my friends don't need me to do that for them. She's more sensitive. And Des was like, don't think I don't need you to do that. So she was like, okay, I'll be more cognizant of you needing me to stick up for you too as well. Can we just all get along at this point? Like, Jesus the Christ. Do I honestly feel like Mel is being a little bit protective over Tiffany? Yes. Um do I think there's a motive behind it? No. I think that she honestly sees that Tiffany got duped into starting some shit that she wasn't prepared to take the heat really for. So she like, damn, like you getting your taste, you getting the taste of what it feels like to be on reality TV. Hold on, my mother's calling me. Let me text her and let her know I'm filming. Okay, so yeah, I do think that she is a little bit protective of Tiffany. I will admit that and say that 100%. And we're gonna see how long this go, because you got to take the kid gloves off, home girl. So where was I at? So then we head over to Tiffany and Louis' house. Hey, hey, hey. I call him that man that what's the damn character name? Shit, I'm having a brain for it. Fat Albert. So they at home tending to the yard, and Tiffany in her confessional says, "When I feel attacked, I just become quiet." Well, girl, you got to be ready to be attacked when you on a reality show, so you better fix that shit real quick. So she tells her husband a confrontation with Maurice and Kimmi was a lot. Tiffany was like, I felt blindsided. Like, have you not seen this show? Have you not seen any reality shows? Like, you got to be on point at all times, girlfriend. So her husband, hey, was like, I was headed to the bar. I'm glad that shot didn't happen because that could have went totally different. Oh my God, I'm filming, lady. I was like, don't put it like the shot would have made you turn up. Like if you really wanted to turn up, nigga, why the fuck didn't you? So Tiffany was like, I think he was mad that I didn't tell him because she didn't know. Mel said they don't communicate. I don't think it's fair that he didn't tell Kimmi. Um, I mean, they don't communicate. And then Tiffany was wrong for bringing the shit up the way she brought it up, first of all. Like I said, I felt like the producers told her, go in there, start some shit, and she wasn't prepared for the outcome. Um, Maurice had a right to feel some type of way, but at the same token, he needs to be accountable for the fact that you kept your wife in the dark about this shit and that everybody else knew except for her. I see that Mel saying that they don't communicate. So I see her and Kimmi and Mel got a lot to say about each other. I'm peeping game on that. Louis, her husband, was like, my thing is, what else is not being said? And I was like, ooh, smoking gun. Because, I mean, it's a lot over there in that household that ain't being said between Kimmi and Maurice. And I feel like Kimmi needs to start putting her foot down on a lot of shit because shit ain't looking too good over there. But for real, the only thing I could really concentrate on in this scene was Tiffany horrendous eyeshadow in her confessionals. They tried to give her like a little rainbow effect, but it wasn't blended right, and it was just too much for that outfit. And it did. Fire your makeup artist immediately. So Martell in his medium-sized shirt visits a business partner he is by the name of Fred and thanks him for working with him because he lost all his businesses when him and Mel got divorced. But I thought you was the brains behind everything. I thought you did everything, and she ain't do nothing. So Martell was like, I'm looking to take my home builder's license by the end of the month. Mel was the license holder, and Fred looking like what the fuck have I gotten myself into? So Fred was like, I always thought you were the license holder. I didn't know she held all the cards. That's why he always tried to downplay her because he knew that he wasn't on her level when it came to this business shit. He always felt inferior to Mel. That nigga was jealous of fucking Mel. So Martell was like, I took the test and failed, and then, she took the test and she just passed or whatever. And I was like, dang, of course. So he tells Fred about getting mad with Chris for going to Mel to be the builder on a 47 acres situation and says that Chris promised him that job. And I was like, well, bitch, how can he promise you a job? Well, he probably did promise you the job, but you at that time were married to Mel and you were going to use Mel as the person with the builder's license to be able to do it. But now that you and Mel are no longer together and you don't have a license, then how the fuck can he still ask you to be the builder? It doesn't make sense, sir. You don't even have your license. Puss ass nigga. So Wanda at Tisha house looking a mess as always. I love Tisha's braids though. And she fills Tisha in about her conversation with Mel and how Kimmi and Destiny jumped on her about saying Ariane was pretty. And Tisha grew a backbone. I don't know if it's the poetic justice braids. I don't know, but Tisha was like, she could be the most gorgeous girl in the world, but I would never say anything to her. It's disrespectful. And I was so proud of Tisha. Like, Tisha must have really taken into account everything that we were saying to her on social media and on these reviews about her not having a mind of her own and always agreeing with her mama and letting her mama control her thoughts. I was so pleased with Tisha. So Wanda kind of looking at her like, well, what the fuck is going on here? Why the fuck you ain't agreeing with me? Like, she didn't really know what to do with herself. So Wanda says that she called Destiny a monkey when she ran in behind Mel to check on her. And Tisha's like, you got to lay off Destiny. I was like, once again, shocked that she was taking up for the girls. So she tells so then Wanda tells her that Kimmi was beating on the table and told her to shut up when they was talking. And Tisha was like, she told who to shut up? And I was like, oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. We was doing so good, Tisha. She was like, I'm glad I wasn't there because if I was there, it would have been a big issue. And I was like, I know you're supposed to take up for your mama, but when your mama wrong, she wrong, and we are two grown ass women. Kimmi is close to your mama age and anything. Like we ain't this ain't no elder situation here, girl. We two grown ass women that are having a conversation. So you need to back the fuck up, especially when your mama the one that's starting the shit. So have several, because you know how your mama is. So I think that Tisha, in the midst of that, took that into consideration, and then she also went on to say that you and Kimmy need to have some do's and don'ts. I want to make sure you didn't say anything out the way to make her feel it was okay to say something like that to you. Well, first of all, it ain't no feel if you're not gonna disrespect me, period. But at least she was thinking like, okay, I know how my mama is. She might have done something that was disrespectful. So then Tisha in her confession was like, I need my mom to back off and realize my problems aren't hers. And I was like, so happy you finally realized that. I think Tisha realized that last season was a really bad season for her, that she did not come across, favorable, and she's trying to fix her image on the show. So Wanda then tells her that Marceau fell sent went to see Mel and gave her some wine, and not Martell, and that she was mad until he said that Tisha knew about it. So Marceau comes outside and gives Wanda a little side hug, and Wanda was like, I'm not Mel, I don't get the hugs like Melody. Yeah, because she peeped game. So Tisha was like, did you personally take some wine to Mel? Wanda was like, tell the truth. And so Marceau sitting there looking uncomfortable. He was like, I think you're a walking day drunk. I was like, where the fuck did that come from? What? It's true, but what? So she was like, don't say that. So then he was like, he don't recall whether or not he did it or not. And then he was like, I mean, but what happened if I did? And I was like, oh, challenge. He didn't put his dick out on the table. So Tisha was like, if you met her without telling me about it, that's a problem. So then she like grabbed his face. She was like, Marceau, Marceau. He was like, Tisha. Like he was kind of like, he was shocked that Tisha kind of had some balls this episode. So Tisha was like, they said you agreed that you took it to her. Marceau was like, did Martell tell you that? And Tisha was like, Martell told her that, talking about Wanda. And he was like, your mama is a known liar, girl. So Tisha was like, I asked you a direct question and I deserve a direct answer. So Marcel was like, I'm not about to feed into that, especially a dumbass question like that. And I was like, oh, Jesus the Christ. Girl, I would have slapped that nigga across his face. So Wanda was like, it was dumb. And Marcel was like, it was dumb when you said it. He just be going off on all of them. He be cussing all of their asses out. So Wanda didn't bring up him cheating and saying he probably would want to cheat with Mel and he probably got a baby out there. And Marcel was like, yep, I do. You a side grandma. And Wanda was like, your mama a side grandma. And I was like, oh, now that was rude. Now see, now Wanda gonna get jumped by Mel, Miss Vanessa, Kimmi people. Now she about to get jumped by Marceau mama. And I think Marceau mama was fat. They gonna fuck her old ass up. So Tisha was like, Tisha then got upset about that, because them cheating allegations and that baby allegation get her riled the fuck up. So Tisha was like, certain things you say isn't okay. You're disrespecting my household and your grandkids. I don't like when you say things that are hurtful to me and my family. And Marceau was like, if you don't think I'm the best, then go find her the best. And they went back and forth a little bit more, and then the episode went off, child. Great episode. There was a lot going on in it, child. I give tonight's episode an 8. It looks like next week's episode is going to be even better. It's this is just a mess, child. Let me know what y'all think down below in the comment section. Please, please, please make sure you thumbs up this video so it can bump up my placing, so a lot of other people can see it and we get some more T Squad members over here. Once again, thank you guys for all of your love, your encouragement, your prayers, your comments, just checking in on me. As you can see, I'm physically fine. There's nothing physically wrong with me or anything like that. Haven't really had any symptoms. I'm tired a few sometimes, but other than that, everything is going good with me. I'll have another vlog up for you guys within the next week or so, updating you on everything that's going on with me. But other than that, I'm doing good, in good spirits. God got me, y'all got me. So thank you, thank you, thank you for all of your love. Please continue to send it. I love you guys so much. Once again, make sure to thumbs up this video, like and subscribe, and hit that notification bell button. I'll see you later on tonight for my Raising Canaan review. Love you. Bye.